Hey everyone, welcome to Collect Call, where we believe that God always accepts the charges and He will always answer your call. My name is Noemily, and today we will talk about why we chose this name, why we chose to do a podcast, and what does this mean on our day-to-day walk with Him. So, first of all, I want to start off by explaining to some of you guys what a collect call is. So the funny thing behind this and the reason why I'm laughing is because I was trying to explain to my family what God has put in my heart, what the name of the podcast of what God put in my heart. And they were like, collect call? Like, what? What is that? So I felt very old. And the funny thing is that I used to do this. So anyway, a collect call, for those of you Gen Zs that don't know what it is, um, I'm gonna just put it as an example. So back when I was in Puerto Rico, when we lived in Puerto Rico, my brother and I think my brother was in kindergarten, I was in third grade. We had to call our grandma to come and pick us up from school, but we didn't have beepers, whatever. We didn't have cell phones back then, and the office ladies used to be very mean. So we would have this payphone on the side of the office door, and I would have to go up there and call my grandma to come pick us up. So what you do is you dial 0, and the operator comes in the line and says, hey, it's gonna be $2 for the phone call, whatever. So she'll go ahead and you give her the phone number, she'll dial the number for you, and then she'll reach my grandma, and then she'll say, hey, you have a call from Noemily, do you want to accept the charges? And then she would say yes or no. Obviously, if she will say yes, then the call could be, I don't know, $1, $2, depending on how long you talk. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a minute. So after, or when it was getting close to a minute, like you had 10 seconds left, the operator will like interrupt the conversation to say, hey, if you want to continue the call, you have to, it'll be another 25 cents. Or you have to put another quarter in the machine for the call to actually, like, for you to finish the call. So that's what a collect call is. A collect call is when you don't have the money to make a phone call, you would call the operator. Operator will call the person you're trying to reach, and that person that you're trying to reach is the one who takes the charges for you. So that's what a collect call is, guys. Okay, for those of you that did not know what that was, but many times, or how can we put this in like a life perspective? So many times in our lives, we feel like we're not enough, or maybe we don't know enough to be able to like pray or to reach out to God, right? I've been in I've been a Christian since I was born, and I still sometimes feel that way. I still sometimes feel like, hey, I'm going through so much in my life that I don't know if it's even appropriate for me to reach out to God. Am I even worth it? I'm doing so many things that are bad in my life. I'm drinking, I'm going to the clubs, I'm doing all these stuff. Am I even worth it? Like, would God even listen to me? So those are just thoughts that ran through my head a lot. And, we'll get to that point when we get there, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. But we have to always remember and know that God has already paid the price for us on the cross. So we are worth it. He did that. He died for us. Doesn't matter for what we've done in our lives, all the sins and all the stuff that we've been doing. Just know that we are worth it, and we are. God will listen to us no matter what we've done in our lives, which is the point of this. There's a Bible in the verse. It's called Jeremiah 33:3. It says, "Call to me, and I will answer you. Tell you great and unsearchable things you don't even know." So I'm a Google freak. I don't know how many of you guys are like me that Google everything. Especially now with the newborn, I Google, hey, is it normal for my 4-month-old to be doing this? I Google everything. But what God is trying to tell us in this verse is that there are some things that we just can't search on Google. I can't search on Google, or I could, but it's not going to come up with the same answer. I can Google, I'm feeling depressed, hopeless. What should I do? What is Google going to do? Tell you need a therapist, girl. Go find you a therapist. Or it'll just say, hey, click on this link. And then it'll start bringing all these ads and all these medications and all these things that you don't really need. So what God is telling us in this verse is that we can call on to him and he will give us the answer that we're actually looking for. He is the best Google service out there. So I can be going through whatever I can be going through in my life, and I know God is going to answer, which is what I'm trying to bring you guys here. Bring you to the point of this podcast is this. So my encouragement to you guys is, if you're tuning in from a place where you feel like you're struggling, or you may feel joy, you may feel happy, you may feel sad, I want you guys to take this podcast as, again, a reminder to you guys of the sacrifice that Jesus did on the cross, the sacrifice that God made on the cross. He sacrificed his only son. And I can't imagine having to do that. So I want you guys to remember that you can reach out to him no matter what you're going through in your life, what you've done, and he will always listen. He will always reach back out. He will always accept those charges. So you don't have to worry about what I had to worry about when I was calling my grandma on the phone. I had to worry about, oh crap, like, do I have enough time to talk to her about whatever it is that, I needed from her that day? Because if not, it's going to keep charging us 25 cents per minute or $1 per minute. And that's a lot of money. It wraps up. So you can think about you having to call a friend to, I don't know, talk about un chisme or lo que sea. And you're going to be like, dang, this chisme is really long. Like, is they going to charge me? Like, is this person going to, accept the charges of what's going on in my life? Not even achievement. I can be going through the worst thing in my life and I have to reach out to this one person. Is that one person going to actually listen? Is that one person going to actually give me the advice that I need to better myself? Probably not. But the one person that you literally trust and know that will actually give you the correct advice and that would actually listen to you and help you is our God. So you don't have to worry about wrapping up a bill, because he knows he will definitely accept those. So the one takeaway that I want you guys to take away this week from this conversation is that you need time with him. My advice to you guys, this is what I do. You don't have to do this, but my advice is, my best time for me to be with him is on my drive to work in the morning, which is why I'm posting this podcast in the morning, so you guys can have that 30 minutes of you having to drive to work, and you have that 30 minutes just with him to listen to his word, to listen to what God has for you this week. And to me, that works so well. I have a newborn. I have a 12-year-old that plays 3 sports. I have my duties as a wife at home, a mom at home. I have a work. I have to go to work from like all day, 8 hours. So I have a very busy life. But those 30 minutes in the morning on my way from home to work is the time that I take to be with him in the car, whether that's listening to worship or whether that's literally listening to nothing on the radio. Because sometimes you just need that time, that one-on-one with him, and nothing else. You don't want no interruptions. You just want to have that one-on-one where you can be frustrated with him, you can be happy with him, you can literally just pray and have a conversation. I like to just think of it as a having a conversation literally with a friend. Even if you're talking to yourself in the car, the person next to you in the light is going to be looking at you like, who the heck are you talking to? And that's okay, because you're having that one-on-one with him where no one can interrupt you, where you can literally just be at ease, be at peace, because if the person next to you in the car is looking at you crazy, you can just say, oh, I'm on a phone call. You are on a phone call. You are talking to the great God. So it's just a little fun way to just have a one-on-one with him. And that's just my idea of this podcast, is for you to be able to have that one-on-one with God. Even if it's just a little bit, and it doesn't always have to be about, this one subject. It could be about a million things that we can talk about, and that's what we'll be doing here. So I encourage you guys this week to do that, to have that call, and just have that peace with them. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me on this very first episode of Collect Call. Can't wait, honestly, to keep growing with you guys, keep learning from you guys, learning from the Bible, and just learning together because this is new to me. And I want to be available and kind of have the best outcome in this. And I'm not doing this for following, I'm not doing this for any views. Because if I can just reach out one person out there, I think that'll be amazing to me. So I'm honestly doing this to follow what God has, the instructions that God has told me. And this week at church, we've been preaching about obedience, and that's what I want to do. I want to obey the word of God, and then everything else will follow. Um, so just remember that God always accepts the charges, and remember to stay joyful, stay encouraged, and that's what we're here for. So I'll catch you guys on the next